Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's hmm. Well, because when you take apart the conceptual modes of thinking which you're liberating through these exercise, you don't even want to start, man, because once you parallel universe into the own spiral of your mind, baby, it's like surfing down a tunnel of your guttural dissonances. And don't even, I mean, you can FedEx ship it or you can UPS, but either way, it's going to be many dollars upon the tax with return draw of its own self. You know, you can't just stab at it. You really got to really purchase it before you take part in its own festivities. And when I say purchase, I mean perch. Perch on it, merch on it. Take some time, drink it up. Sizzle in its real conformist tone. You don't need a bee, you need to be who you be. Don't be a bee to be. You're a bee and you're bumbling along and you're singing a song and you get the honey wrong. Oops, it was a dynamite. It was a dynamite. Fold Sizzles was really a great musician. Fold Sizzles wrote a lot of pieces like The Bumble Dino, which you just heard, and another piece called Rhythm Hymn Sing Slicks, which is a piece that you tonally cannot hear. You can't hear it tonally. Tonally, you can't hear it. But it's a music. It's a music. And I say a music because the A preludes any sense of kind of musicality that could be intrinsic in its own nature, but it's a musical. And it has 55 actors all in the role of baby Hamlet, and they just really start reciting the text, and they use their bodies in a really complicated and almost grotesque way that is really kind of a larger essay in the subplot of its own feeling and existence towards itself, and it really doesn't sing unless you cannot hear it. You got to wear those plugs and just really gouge it out with your teammates. Sizzle's real manifesto was that just be happy when it comes down to it. It's all about living in the moment and not letting creeps or buzzes or buzzard balls or semiotic fluids get in your way. I'm about to vomit because this is knowledge. When people incriminate their souls to this idea that you can't be anything without first logically incarnating some kind of reference point of language so that other people can start chewing on it, then it's limiting. Okay, and I was just on a date last night, and the person said, I'm not sure I'm happy. And I said, well, why aren't you sure you're happy? And the person said, well, because I'm not, I don't know what happiness is. And I said, good point. Took a little bite of the ice cream, thought about it, and the conversation flowed from there. Barbara's real intimidation with the art world was that it wasn't not like itself enough. Like, you can smell art. You know, the smell of art is something that is really hard to get rid of. No matter how much WD-40 you spray on that puppy, it's going to look like a popcorn finish sculpture with a little bit of glitter and jazz on it. And you said, like, this is early art school work, right? I'm going to get some of that popcorn spray and I'm going to make a sculpture, and it's going to be called, like, Mommy's Cleft Lip or something like that, or something like that, like something damaging to a lot of people. It's kids do it, and I don't know why. Barbara really stressed, finally, that feeling and thinking are okay modes, but when it really comes down to it, you have to deplete. You have to deplete yourself. Deplete yourself, okay? Kisses. I want you to know, Benjamin, Filoli, Sizzles, and T-Trake, if you're out there listening to me, come home. Okay, come home. We've had discussions, and this is my message to you. Just come home. Okay, kids, come home, because it's hard without you, you know. I try to lift my thoughts off out of the bed in the morning, and sometimes they just settle there. All right, Barbara, end quote. It's an emotional time for us all right now. It's an emotional time for us all. I love you all. I love you all. Okay? Shirley, just take the picture down.